Hi guys, welcome back to another video. First day back. Actually, no, it's not a lie. Yesterday was the first day back at work. I didn't do any filming yesterday. I was just getting my head around things, and then I ended up doing a lot of plastering with the guys. We did a whole massive ceiling, which I'll show you guys in a bit. I'm on my way to site soon. I'll show you what we did yesterday. I'll show you what the boys have done so far. I'll do a walkthrough, show you what they're doing right now, what we've got to do. We've almost got the upper floor ready for paint, or at least to start undercoating. So I'm hoping Namdi's going to start that later this week, possibly by tomorrow. It's going to start undercoating, or maybe the day after. And then we've almost finished the first floor as well. And then we're going to start looking at sort of plumbing, kitchens, bathrooms, that sort of thing. So yeah, the guys have done really well. So it's looking good. I know it's going to look good when it's finished. But yeah, so I'm first time starting the van. Thankfully it started up. I was worried the battery was going to be dead. Like one of my motorbikes were dead actually. But yeah, it did manage to start up. But also I want to say a big thank you. I will obviously thank them personally, but also to one of my subscribers who we did some work for a couple of years ago. Some of you might remember we built a really nice garden house in black, had a nice architectural design, had some copper bits on it. We built it at, there was a train track at the back, if you guys remember. We did all the acoustic soundproofing and underfloor heating and air conditioning, all that stuff. And I did that for a customer who I actually have never met up to this day. Had the opportunity to meet him, but unfortunately it was while I was in Dominica, while he was in the UK. So he's international most of the time, I think, for work. So actually, when we came across him, it was funny. It was the last time I was in Dominica, the last time I was in Dominica, or the time before that. He reached out to me on YouTube while I was in Dominica and sent me the drawings and everything and asked me to build this for him. He liked our channel, liked our work, and he wanted us to do it. So we literally booked a job while we were away. I only spoke to him back and forth on emails. Didn't even know what he looked like, which is crazy. They had so much, you know, I guess, faith in us is what I want to use, is the right word. You know, work and so on, work ethic and that. And anyway, we took the job, and literally when we got back, we did a job for him and finished the job. Still never met him. I think I spoke to him on a video call once. Yeah, that was literally it. So, you know, they've been happy with the work. They've had other people who look after the house to look at it and everything. And anyway, so he's reached out to me while I was in Dominica and said, oh, I'm in London for a little while or whatever. I'd like to give you a gift and so on. I've got something for you from Hong Kong. I think he's in Hong Kong. And I said, oh, I'm not going to be around for the next couple of weeks. So unfortunately, we didn't get to meet each other. But what he said, he'd drop it off the site for me, give it to the boys for me, and drop it off. It's a surprise for me, whatever. So he's done that. So I've only come back. I've gone back to site yesterday, and I've picked it up, you know, and I'm using it now. So just to let him know, I'm actually making use of it. I'm going to make a lot of use of this. So some of you might notice I got a new microphone. So what he bought me as a gift was a Osmo Pocket 3, for any of you know about this stuff. It's basically, it's like a content creator's camera, and he's basically got the whole sort of package with the microphone and everything. So I'm using the microphone now. I'm filming this now. I'm probably going to see if I can put it up on 4K like this, and it will come with all this bag with all the goodies and different bits for it. I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to switch to my iPhone now, so I can show you guys what the camera looks like. Alright guys, so here we go. This is the camera with some accessories on it. So you guys can see it moves. It's got a moving gimbal, so it's actually recording me right now while I'm recording it. It's a great camera. I've got it to basically face recognition, so it will sort of follow me around or stuff like that. No, actually I don't have it on that setting, but you can sort of control the gimbal as well and move it where you want it while you're filming. You can set it to follow you and stuff like that. Really great camera, and obviously it's got a microphone with it as well. So this is what I was gifted. So Tin, thank you very much for this gift. Amazing gift. I had no idea what it was going to be. He just said it's a surprise, and I've left it there for you. So I was like, I have no idea what it could be, could even guess. But yeah, I was really elated to see this. So my brother's quite into videography, and he's got the older version of this, and yeah, showed it to him, and he wants this one, so he's really jealous that I got this. So yeah, back on the camera. So yeah, just again, as I said, thank you. It's amazing, so many subscribers, you know, who support me in what I do in so many ways, and this is quite a thoughtful gift to support the channel itself. So yeah, I really appreciate this, and as I said, I'll look after it and put it to good use and make lots and lots of videos of it. So starting from today is the first video. As I said, I just got it, so I'm still figuring it out, all the settings. I'm gonna try it today. So right now I'm not on the tools today. I'm just gonna go get some materials from the boys. For the boys, they need some more. I think they need some multi-finish and a couple of bits. I'm gonna go get some paint as well for Namdi, some undercoating paint. I'm gonna go drop that off to site, so then we'll meet up with the boys and I'll show you guys around site there as well. All right guys, we are here. Time to go spend some money. Back to that again. I was not missing that material shopping, but back on that again. And I think that now I'm gonna be probably doing a lot of that stuff now. I think I'm gonna be slowly working my way off the tools. So I'm gonna be the laborer and the material getter. So I'll be doing a lot more of that now, I think, as the guys need me less for certain things. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna get some paint, I'm gonna get some plaster. Remember what else I've been asked for now. That's not a good start to my new role, because I didn't write it down. But see if I can remember what I need to get. Anyone else notice how material prices are just going up and up and up and up, and everything is getting more and more and more expensive? And typical, where we need to go is blocked up at the moment. We need to get in there. Well, at least multi-finishes here, but we need to get some multi-finish. So I'm gonna have to wait for this guy to done, and we can get some of that. So a quick little tip for you guys, people have asked things like this. Sandpapers, decorating, if you're doing a little decorating job, a bit of filling and stuff like that, what sandpaper should you use? So I'm gonna show you a couple of different ones here and help you to find out which one's best for what you need to do. All right, so we've got sandpapers. Usually we get this stuff here on the roll. Just easier to work with, so we tend to get this stuff. So this is very common. Colors, yellow. So you've got yellow one here. I think it's aluminum oxide or something like that. You've got sort of that reddy color one, and you've got the green one here as well. They've got the grey one over there as well. I don't really use that one much. But typically we've used the yellow or the green. So on this one actually gives you a key. So you've got, let's see if we can see yellow. So it tells you flexible for hand sanding, which is probably what we're going to be using it for. Paint, plaster, fillers, woodwork. And then you've got green, which is heavy duty for hand and power sanding. So you'd use it more like on a belt sander or something like that. And then you've got red oxide, which is sort of heavy duty again, like extra heavy duty. So use those. If you notice, if any of you've done any floor sanding and you've had those floor sanding machines, they tend to come with this red stuff. It's sort of for really powerful machines and stuff. So this would probably be good for like a hand belt sander, sort of a DIY one. And then this is ideally really for hand sanding. So we will be using it likely for hand sanding, just for little areas where you just have to touch up on fill or anything like that. We just use the hand. So this is the stuff that we typically be using, yellow, and it will be best for probably just doing little filling jobs around the house. Now, courses of grits. So you can see you've got a course here starting at P40, which is the coarsest one they have. So the lower the number is, the coarser it is, the higher it is, the finer the grade of sandpaper is. So we tend to use, let's get a smaller roll. We tend to use this 80 to cut down, like a first sand, to cut down and shape any filler and stuff. So we definitely need some of that. That will go in there. And then sort of the final sand, we tend to use 120. You can use 150 as well, but 120 we find is the best sort of compromise or in-between layer to get sort of a nice finish for sanding. So we'll be using 80 and 120 to do any fine sanding. Now for filling, this is another question, a lot of filling, what sort of fillings to use. I'll show you guys some great fillers to use. Not the cheapest, but the time and effort you'll spend is worth it in the end. So this is what we tend to use. This is called Easy Fill 60. You got Easy Fill 60s, you got Easy Fill 45, Easy Fill 20. There are some other ones, but these are the most common ones. So all the number means is the amount of time it takes to set for sanding. So you can see it's 60 minutes on here. It's Easy Fill 60. Obviously the Easy Fill 45 will be 45 minutes, and the Easy Fill 20 will be a 20-minute sort of, goes off quite quickly if you've got just one little area to do. You want to work on it real quickly. So we tend to use Easy Fill 60 because most times we do filling, we'll do it to sand the next day. So it's sort of planned out. So Easy Fill 60 gives you enough time to work with it while you've mixed it and so on. And as its name is Easy Fill, it's quite easy to sand. So it's not a lot of hard work like some of the other fillers that go off really, really hard. So we tend to use this for filling. So definitely a shout out if you're looking for a filler. As I said, it is more expensive, but there are smaller bags and stuff like this. This, for instance, the 10 kg, 10 kg is down there. 5 kg bags are £20 plus VAT, basically £24 for a bag. So they're not the cheapest, but they work quite well. So I think that is your daily tip for the day. And I'm just going to get some rollers, get some mini rollers for him. He needs some mini rollers, and some paint. I almost forgot the paint. I'm really not doing good at this job, am I? So I'm going to get him some paint. So all I do for undercoating, don't go out and spend loads of money on expensive paints that are called undercoat and stuff. Just get some normal matte emulsion. Make sure it's a matte, not a silk or vinyl or something like that. And just add some water to it for your first base coat. So 30% maybe of water. Pour it in the bucket, mix it with a little water, give it a good whisk, good stir, and use that as your undercoat. And that will, when the first coat, the plaster will suck a lot of that water, so that excess water you've put in helps it so it doesn't dry the paint out too quickly, and it gives you a nice base coat to paint your 2 coats of paint on, and prevents that paint from peeling off. Some of you might have seen, you know, online where someone's painted, or maybe you've experienced it, and then the paint just peeled right off the plaster and it's not adhered to it. So it's almost like a primer that you're doing. So it's a nice, simple, cheap way. It doesn't fail. It always works. We've done this for years. Most painters do it. So that's just another tip for you. So get yourself a cheap Dulux or whatever, Crown or whatever's going for £20 or whatever. Buy a massive tub of that and just pour in a bucket and add water to it and use that. Usually you can undercoat most of a house with that, to be honest, with one tin. So that's just another tip for you guys. So this is my trolley. 6 bags of multi-finish, bag of hard wall, just in case they need some more. We've got some small rollers there for Namdi. Got a big tin of paint there, brilliant white. Actually, if you look at this as well, a lot of the new paints actually say it is suitable for plaster and bare surfaces. So a lot of the times it's like, there you go again, ideal for new plaster. So the idea is that you don't need to sort of prime anymore with the new formulas, but we also always like to prime just to be safe. So everything we paint typically gets 3 coats of paint on it. There's our sandpaper, and then I just got some cork as well. We use that just for any need little gaps or around the edges somewhere. So they're always good to have. So that's it. Let's get to the countdown and see how much this costs. Alrighty guys, so I'm out. I've done my job for the day. After this I'm going home. Only joking. I've got loads of other things to do. Coming back from holiday, especially after a long time. My wife's had me cutting the grass this morning. I was just like, oh, everything needs doing. Like when you've been away and you just realize there's so much things you gotta do, shopping, you gotta do all this. So Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna get this in the van, get this down to the boys, and then we're gonna have a look at the job. At least one thing is good, is that the weather's nice. I mean, it's not as hot as Dominica, obviously, but it's sunny, the skies are clear, there is some warmth, which is nice. So I'm actually hoping to get out on my bike in a bit. I just tried to start it up before I left home, and all's good on that.
How you feeling?
Yeah.
New camera?
Yeah.
Feeling alright?
Face recognition, innit?
Face recognition?
Just come up with something, you know. Wanted.
Wanted?
Yeah.
Wanted.
By Interpol. That's how you living your life?
Oh, I was up at 5.
You came in at 5 this morning.
No, I said I was up at 5.
Or what time did you start?
I started at about 4:45.
What?
I didn't eat you. Yeah, I go to the gym, look away.
Are you leaving now?
Yeah, serious.
Oh, okay. All right, see you later. Tristan's going home. He started early this morning. He had the keys. He came in at 7. So he wants to go to the gym. So start early, finish early. And let's see what we got walking around. So we got this room. Well, this room's all done now, which is nice. This was one of the worst rooms. This wall was terrible. These walls were terrible. Huge plasters off the wall there. Boys obviously sorted that all out. All the electrics are actually running here, which is great. I think Kenneth skimmed in the last bit of this yesterday. This wall here and section. He's done that yesterday. So in here's all done. This is one room. Just got to clean it out now. Get skirting boards in, get architraves in, and then we can paint in here. I think it's all carpets. I think it's going to be going in these. Actually, I need to double check, but we're going to spruce up this fireplace here as well. Sorry, I'll show you. Spruce up this fireplace here as well and restore it, make it really nice. It's very nice. So this room, I think boys are working on at the moment as well. Plasterboard in all the hallway here. Kenneth singing somewhere upstairs, PVAing. This room, I think this is what Tristan was working on today. I think he's done all around here, he's done around there, around the corners here. There's a little bit on the side there to do, and the insides of this to do. And I think this wall here is going to be done. This is going to be skimmed over as well. That's there. So one more go in here and this room will be done. The back room here, we've only got to paint that room, so leave that one like that. Moving upstairs.
Boy!
How you saying?
You using that today, man?
New camera, new camera. Hey! Where you get that pen from? Yeah, respect, eh? Yeah. This guy's dangerous. I don't even know where he got that paint from. Probably when we were painting downstairs. He's already undercoated the room. I was not expecting that. Wow, how different does this place look? My gosh. Camera doesn't do it justice. So Namdi has started undercoating. He's already hit one room. Then we've got this bathroom. So we need to get this boiler out so we can get that back. Sorry, get used to this camera. Got to get this boiler out so we can get that back wall done, but all the rest of these walls are all done. We can put some door linings on these as well. All this hallway has been skimmed, except for that little corner. There was a cupboard there. So Kenneth's taking that off today, and it's just SBR in it. That corner there.
Piece of come on there, man.
Yeah.
How to use it, man?
I don't know how to use it yet, but I'm not ready for these type of things, you know?
Make sure your phone has a good space, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh wow. And he's been painting another room as well, undercoating. What are you listening to there now? You can't hear me. He's in carnival mode. Yeah. So this room is started. And then this is what we were doing yesterday, isn't it? Oh wow, this thing is drying so quick. This is what we worked on yesterday. We basically skimmed the entire ceiling in the end. It just needed doing. There's too many places that needed patching, so we just ended up skimming the whole thing. You guys can see here. Yeah, so this will probably be dry by tomorrow. It's so warm because this is the loft, so it's all the heat comes up here, so it's quite warm. So I guess later on in the week, Namdi could probably start hitting this room. Yeah. Happy days, happy days. Right. Yeah, so this is what we're looking like at the moment. As you can see, this room at the back of the house, there's a lot of light coming through here, so it's nice and bright in this room. Everything looks looking good. Walls are looking really good. Ceilings are looking really good. So I'm very happy. This is looking good, yeah. So this is what everything's gonna look like, obviously, once it's all done. But yeah, hopefully, I reckon probably by the end of next week, like all these floors will be undercoated at least. And then we'll have, you know, some bright stuff in here. And once I get that done, I'll see if I can get electricians to get some lights in for us. Even if it's some couple of pendants, so we get some temporary lighting and stuff. Don't worry about the sockets, because we've got power from downstairs. But we need to start getting some lighting, especially that hallway. We start getting some lighting, so try and see if we can get him to connect us up some couple of pendants up here. Because the old circuit's all been chopped out now. All the lighting circuit's been chopped out. But all the cables have been run to the old consumer unit, so it should be able to give us a temporary connection back. But yeah, otherwise looking good, looking real good. All right, guys, so that is it for me. That's it for me here anyway. I'm shooting off site, and say that again.
It's the camera or phone?
There's a camera.
Oh yeah.
There's a camera, video camera, yeah.
See if the technology is going to become phone like this one.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, it's not a phone. I'm filming. All right. Oh, yeah. I thought this was a phone. It's like this new technology phone that I'm using. But anyway, yeah, so guys, I'm off. Hopefully I can get to enjoy the rest of the sun because we've got an extra hour now. Itching to go for a ride. I've been itching for 6 weeks. So I'm gonna take the R1 out today and take a little trip out. But yeah, that's it for me today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Until the next one, see you soon. Take care.